Hello, in this video we are going to discuss the components or elements or aspects of staffing, and in this we would be covering the internal source of recruitment, the methods of different internal source of recruitment, their advantages and their disadvantages. So to begin with, we will start with the components of staffing. Staffing has three components, that is recruitment, selection and training. Recruitment, selection and training are called the components of staffing. So the equation comes recruitment plus selection plus training is equals to staffing. So these are the three components of staffing. Now, aspects of component staffing, we have studied that it is recruitment, it is selection and it is training. So what is recruitment? Recruitment is a positive step which aims at attracting number of candidates to apply for a given job. Means large number of applicants are invited for a particular job. It aims at creating a pool of prospective candidates. So recruitment is called a positive process. Selection is a negative process because it aims at selecting the most suitable person from the pool of candidates that has been created. So selection is a negative process because it aims at selecting the most suitable person out of the various candidates that has been called for the job. The training is concerned with upgrading the knowledge and skill of the employees. So training is upgrading, it is the knowledge and skill of the employees so that the ability of the employees to perform can be increased. So these are the aspects or the components of training. We would be discussing first the sources of training, and these sources of training is sources of recruitment. The first is recruitment, and recruitment we have studied earlier also that it is a positive process because it aims at selecting, it aims at inviting large number of candidates to apply for the job. It aims at creating the pool of candidates so that more and more workers can be applied, can be called to apply for the jobs. Now recruitment process involves the following activities, and these activities are: number 1, identifying different source of supply from where labors can be received, then evaluate the different sources, choose the most suitable source which can be there, and attract and motivate the candidate to apply for the jobs. First we have to see that we have to identify the different sources from where workers can come. Then we have to evaluate the different sources. We have to check its advantages and its limitations. Then we have to choose the most suitable source, and we have to attract, we have to motivate people to apply for the jobs from that source. So this is recruitment. Now recruitment can be done in two ways. One is the internal source of recruitment and second is the external source of recruitment. So sources of recruitment can be classified into two categories: internal source of recruitment and the external source of recruitment. Internal source of recruitment is transfer and promotion, whereas external source of recruitment is direct recruitment, casual callers, advertisement, employment exchange, placement agencies and management consultants, campus recruitment, recommendation of employees, labor contractors, web publishing. In this video, we would be covering only the internal sources of recruitment, that is promotions and transfers. Internal source of recruitment, the promotions and the transfers. So internal source of recruitment is divided into two types: promotions and transfers. Promotion means shifting an employee from the lower job position to the higher job position. Shifting the employees from the lower job position to the higher job position, it is called promotion. In proportion, the status, the responsibilities, the facilities, the pay, the salary of the employees increases. Promotion is a vertical shift of an employee. Vertical means from lower position to the upper position. That is why it is a vertical shift. It helps in improving the motivation of the employees, the loyalty of the employees, and the satisfaction level of the employees. It gives a psychological impact on the employees because a promotion at the higher level may lead to the chain of promotions at the lower levels also. For example, promotion of a school teacher to the post of a vice principal can be there, and the post of a school teacher that was vacant, that can also be filled by the same policy. The lower level employees can be upgraded to take the higher post. So promotion can be there. Next, you have transfers. The second category is transfer, that is the internal source of recruitment. Now, always keep in mind that in internal sources, workers are not called to apply from outside. It is the workers which is inside the organization which is considered for promotions and transfers. Transfer means shifting an employee from one job to the another job. Transfer means shifting an employee from one job to the another job, or from one department to the other department, or from one branch to the other branch without any change in the responsibility, salary, and status of the employees. So transfer is the shifting of the employees from one job to the another job, or from one department to the another department, from one branch to the another branch without any change in the responsibility, salary, and status of the employees. Only the workplace is changed. Workplace is changed. As we have discussed that promotion is called a vertical shift, here the transfer is a horizontal shift of employees. Horizontal shift of employees means it is workers, they are moved on the same level. They moved on the same level. Shortage of employees in the organization, one department, can be fulfilled by the method of transfer from the department which is having overstaffed employees. Suppose two departments are there. In one department there is the shortage of employee, and in the other department there is the overstaffing of employees. So the workers from overstaffed department can be transferred to the department which is having understaffed, so that the problem of workers can be solved. Now, during transfer, it must be ensured that the employees must be transferred to the other job is capable of performing the work. When we are doing transfer, we must take into consideration that a person who is transferred, he must be capable of doing the particular job. Transfer can be used for training of employees so that they can learn different jobs. So it can be used. transfer of a school teacher from one branch of the school to the other branch of the school. Second, the transfer of a clerk from accounts department to the purchase department. So in these two examples we will see that there is no change in the status, there might not be change any salary, there might not be change any responsibility. So this is the horizontal shift. In banks, employees can be transferred from one position to the another position. So this is the horizontal movement. Similarly, the transfer is a good source to fill department vacancies where you have overstaffed department. The overstaffed department worker can be transferred to a department which is having understaffing. In this way, the problem of workers can be solved internally. Now, during staffing, it must be ensured that employees must be transferred. Who is transferred, he must be capable of doing that particular job. It must be ensured beforehand that a person who is transferred, he must be capable of doing a particular job. And transfer can help the training of the employees so that the employees can learn new skills in different jobs. What are the advantages of internal sources of recruitment? The first advantage of internal source of recruitment is higher motivational levels or improving their performance. Higher motivational of employees so that the performance of the employees can improve. Promoted employees are motivated to improve their performance. Promotion to at a higher level may lead to the change of promotions at the lower levels also. This motivates the employee to improve their performance through learning and practice. The employees, they work with full commitment, they work with full loyalty, and they remain satisfied with their jobs. Second advantage is simple procedure. So internal source of recruitment, that is transfer and promotions, they are simple and they are reliable process because the present employees, the workers which are already working in an organization, they knew about the organization. So they knew about the terms and conditions in the organization, they knew the climate of the organization, they don't need any induction or orientation training. So it is a simple process. Develops future managers. Promotion and transfer provides training to the present employees, and the training can be provided in different departments at different levels, and it will help in developing future managers at the lower level, at the middle level, or at the top level. There is no need for induction training because employees, they are already old in the organization and they are already aware about the terms and conditions, rules and regulations about the organization. So there is no need for induction training and this saves time. No over and understaffing in the organization. Transfer can help in order to solve the problem of overstaffing and understaffing because a department which has surplus workers, they can be transferred to the workers with the shortage of workers. In this way, the problem of understaffing and overstaffing can be solved by transfers. Economical. Now this is an economical process. This is a cheap process because no much expenditure has to be done in training, no much expenditure has to be done in recruitment, in advertisement and all. So money can be saved and it is an economical process. There are certain disadvantages also in case of internal source of recruitment. What are these? Number 2, lack of fresh talent. Lack of fresh talent means to include new people in the organization. Now, new people are not included or infused in the organization. Why? Because this method, that is the internal source of recruitment, do not invite people from outside. It is only the people which is working, they are getting the chance for transfers and they are getting the chance for promotions. So the problem is that new people are not included. Existing employees may continue to work and behave in their old ways even after they get promotions and transfers. So there is no fresh blood, and this results in the lack of competition. Decrease in enthusiasm level. The employees may become lethargic if they knew that they will automatically get promoted after a few years. This normally happens in the government departments. When the employees they become lethargic, it means they take it for granted that after working 4 to 5 years in a particular department, they will be eligible to get promotions, and so they do not take much initiative to do the work in a proper way. Number three, not suitable for a new enterprise. An enterprise that he set up. For a new enterprise, there is a problem of staff. A new enterprise cannot depend on internal source of recruitment because new organization they don't have any workers. So no organization can fill all its vacancies from the internal sources. External source has to be there, and in an old organization where large number of workers are there, those organizations can take the help of internal source of recruitment, that is they can take the help of promotions and transfers. Whereas for a new organization, they cannot depend on this source, they have to depend on the external source of recruitment. Lack of competition. It reduces the spirit of competition among the employees as there is no competition from the outside world because internal source of recruitment does not focus on employing workers from the outside. Low productivity. Overall productivity of the enterprise may reduce due to frequent transfers because of the transfers from one department to the other department. If the transfers is more and more frequent, the productivity of the workers may decrease because worker will get take terms some time in order to adjust to a particular department. Next is the limited choice. This method limits the choice as selection is to be made from few candidates. Now when we talk about the external source, you have large pool of candidate which is available. But in this case, few number of candidates will be available, and from those candidates we have to select which person has to be promoted. So it limits the choice. So internal source of requirement means making use of the existing staff to fill the vacant post. Existing staff means the staff that is already in the organization. So sources can be two types: promotion and transfers, and merits and demerits. We have discussed one by one under different headings, under various headings. So we have to decide whether we have to take the internal source of recruitment or we have to take the help of external source of recruitment. We have to see, we have to check what are the possible options which are available with us, and then we have to decide whether we want to take promotions, whether we want to transfer persons from one department to the other department, or what we have to do. Thank you.